Hey everyone. All right, so this video today is focusing on the, I hate to say, most dangerous type of narcissist out there. Now, there are several different types, and in other videos, I'm going to be going over other types of narcissists out there. But if I made it into one video, this would be super long. So I'm going to do one video on each type. So today, the type of narcissist we're talking about is the malignant narcissist. Sometimes people call it pathological narcissism. And so the thing is, most people probably overlap different types. They embody more than one type. Some people, maybe it's just more like one. But please know that there are several types, and this is just about malignant narcissism today. It's the combination of narcissism and antisocial personality disorder. I know, lots of psychological stuff. All right, so malignant narcissism includes traits in a person such as identity crisis, lack of empathy, and sadism. It's been found that these people tend to act like they're excitable, quick-tempered, extravagant, attention-seeking, and self-indulgent. Now, if you're wondering about causes, there might be different causes. There might be actually genetic factors involved. And this could be related to certain changes in their neurobiological system, which is like brain stuff. Obviously, childhood trauma might be involved. And this could be certain types of maybe like neglect or, basically not receiving proper parental care. So that might be a factor. And usually this type of narcissism goes hand in hand with other psychiatric disorders like depression, bipolar disorder, and other antisocial personality disorders. All right, so people who are malignant narcissists often feel like they're superior to others, like they're better than everybody else. They're entitled to things. They have an extreme need for power. They always need excessive praise, and they don't react well to even the slightest hint of criticism. These people actually try to get revenge on those who criticize them. And they try to get revenge on those who even just think, if they think that somebody's about to criticize them. So beware, unfortunately. These people tend to be arrogant, so very cocky, full of themselves. They need to be recognized constantly, and they tend to manipulate and use others, most often for selfish reasons, just to meet their needs. Sometimes they might manipulate others for no reason at all. Whether it's for fun, if they're bored, go figure. Malignant narcissists, I hate to say, have no regard for the feelings and needs of others. So they lack empathy, they lack remorse, and they lack regret for their actions. They often mistrust others and are paranoid of other people because they have no trust in other people. They're also highly aggressive toward others, and they also take pleasure in being cruel to others as well. And that's the sadist, or sadism part. All right, so if you feel like you might be dealing with a person like this, whether it's at home, at work, family members, whatever, here are 12 signs to look out for. These people tend to use, abuse, this is number one, abuse and discard others after they feel that the person is useless to them. Number two, everything is personal to them, and they feel offended and triggered at the smallest things. Number three, they tend to be obsessed with both power and feeling superior to other people and things. Number four, they tend to hold grudges and they take revenge out on others when they're offended, disagreed with, or even questioned in the slightest bit. Number 5, they take pleasure in the suffering of others, which, like I was saying earlier, is similar to sadistic personality disorder. They may also manipulate others when they please, even if they don't have a reason to do so. So that's another thing that I had mentioned above. Number 6, they feel like nothing is ever their fault. So they also don't tend to take accountability for any of their actions. So if they're ever questioned about things that they do or say, they will distort the truth or they'll blame others. Number 7, they are ruthless in their pursuit of getting what they want, especially if this has to do with gaining power, wealth, success, or any type of recognition. Number 8, they don't have a conscience. So they don't have genuine remorse or regret for the things that they do. But they do sometimes fake remorse, but it's only to get what they want. So there's a reason why they do it. Number 9, their enemy list is extensive. So they have a lot of enemies. And these enemies usually include former friends, former lovers, and family members. But all relationships to them are usually just a means to an end. So they really don't care. Number 10, they feel like no one will ever see their insecurities because deep down, they are extremely insecure. And they feel like no one will ever see them, these insecurities, because they hide behind a continual mask of a monstrous ego and their arrogant attitude to conceal their low self-esteem. Number 11, these people feel entitled to anything and everything. I hate to say, including your life if you're in a relationship with this person. So they're very possessive and they feel that, they basically own you. So they kind of have unreasonable expectations here. They may also use violence and physical force to get what they want. And they'll do this against adults, they'll do it to children, they'll do it to animals, because it's basically toward anyone that they feel is weaker than they are, that they can put or exert their control over. Number 12, they have a need for constant attention because this makes them feel like others will respect them, and it ultimately makes them feel more powerful. So all of these things, it's basically all to feed their ego or to make them feel powerful or make them feel that they're above everybody else. And it's, unfortunately in an aggressive and domineering way. So I'm going to post a checklist that I found on Pinterest to the community page if anyone is interested in using it. It might be helpful if you feel like you're dealing with someone like this, or just to see. Now, the key to showing any type of narcissist, and I'll go over this in all my videos, the key to showing any type of narcissist that they don't affect you isn't by, taking revenge. It's by taking back your power. It's by healing, and it's by becoming someone that they can never, ever control ever again, because to them, it's all about control. Now, if you're able to detach from this person emotionally, they'll wind up losing control over you. But if for any reason you feel like your life is in danger, if you're in this situation like at home and you have children or pets and you feel like you're in danger, it is critical that you leave this situation if you can and try to get help and support wherever you can. I hate to say you might even need to take legal action. But the most important thing is realizing that this is not your fault at all. And you're strong for dealing with this. Also know that you're not alone. You might feel that way, but you're not. So if you ever feel like you need help, if you're in this situation, if you feel like you need any type of assistance whatsoever, maybe where you just don't feel like you know where to go. Who do I call? Where do I go? How do I get help? Please email me. I've been saying that, multiple times in this video, probably sound like a broken record, but my email address is in the description box below. Email me and I will try to help however I can. So this is for your safety. This is for your children's safety. This is for your pet safety. Whoever's involved.